to a Slim Jim, Herb. Oh, okay. It's about to get creepy. Yo, let me jump right into it because I got to check out Scooby. Yo, he crying up. I got to check out Scooby-Doo and Batman Brave and the Bold. Am I alone in this? Because I'm jazzed about this. It's two of my childhood institutions coming together.
Scooby-Doo.
I
was down with Scooby-Doo.
I was all about Scooby-Doo growing up.
I was a huge Scooby fan.
You know, I'm kidding. I hated Scooby-Doo growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
You hated the mystery?
Man, you got these bunch of weird-ass kids going across country in this van, getting high and...
Well, you know, when you're poor as hell in the projects, and you just got, like, network television, whatever came out.
They've gone on record, both Daphne and Shaggy, rich, like, you know, ultra right-wing WASP families. Mm-hmm. Man, we're talking like Summers in Portland. Yeah, Kennedy compound. Norville Rogers was savvy.
Nobody poor has been to
How many
Portland.
poor folks you don't name Norville Rogers? Norville, the Rogers compound.
Norville.
Yeah, yeah. Over there, just Daphne over there mocking Velma.
So even as a young kid, you can get down with it.
Her bargain basement stockings on every show. You know, her Goodwill sweater.
She was playing the part for sure.
Yeah. Glasses she couldn't afford to get fixed. Always losing them every episode. And Freddie with his ascot. How many people you know, middle class and lower class, got ascots?
Yeah, I know. That pissed me off a little bit.
For real, it's jive sucker. Wasn't even popular in the 60s. Yeah. You know who wore ascots?
Who?
Okay, 70s porn starlets and ultra right wing, highfalutin dude that wore shoes, moccasins with no socks in the 80s. All right, and were always being chased on Miami Vice. That coke deal's going on. That's Freddie.
I do apologize for offending you that much. I'm sorry, I hit that nerve. I don't know what to do.
I'm just saying. You asked the question. You're talking about Mystery Machine. There's no mystery there. All right, it's elitism. Yeah. All right. Well, what we're talking about right now is Scooby-Doo.
I think you're lying a little bit.
Man, hey, you gonna tell me a show that started in 1960 whatever and is still going to this day? We're talking about a new movie now in 2018. Okay, I don't care how young they were when they started out.
Casey Kasem was the voice of Shaggy, correct?
Yes, he was. Casey Kasem started as the original Shaggy.
Remember they lost Casey Kasem's body?
They stole Casey Kasem's body.
Wasn't that a story for a while?
That dude's life was a Scooby-Doo mystery. Okay, that's what's going on there.
That was a story. We even covered it, I think, on this show like years ago. Like they kept missing Casey Kasem's body. I'm not getting the details correct.
Stole his body as it was being moved like cross country to be buried because they wanted because someone else wanted a traditional ceremony and they were like, no, his wishes would have been. Well, I don't care what his wish would have been. The religion says blank, and the whole thing. They unmasked it. It turned out to be Mr. Carruthers.
Right, who owned the haunted amusement park up the street. Correct.
I got away with it too, you dark snow.
It was never daytime. They talking about it's high noon, sky is pitch black. All right, pulling up the old mansion stuff. Right. That's the other thing. They were freeloading squatters.
But you still get around to watching this new thing, even though you got the beef of the old show.
Way to keep it back on track. Yes, yeah. I got to check out Scooby-Doo and Batman the Brave and the Bold. Now I'll tell you why I was excited for this though, because unlike this man here, who you admitted something that hurt me before the show.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Batman Brave and the Bold.
This dude's not a fan of Batman Brave and the Bold. I love Batman Brave and the Bold.
It's too hokey.
No way. It's not just Batman. It's like a return to that classic 1960s Batman cracking jokes. Yeah, all right, Batman. He's got like funky soundtracks, and Batman's got like a cordial relationship with his villains. Yeah. You know, it's like punch Joker in the face. I'll see you next week. You know, it's like that kind of setup. Batman Brave and Bold brought it back to that wholesome goodness. And I know I say that original wholesome goodness. Batman actually started out shooting people in Winnebago, so Studebaker, excuse me. But no, this was like the Batman Brave and the Bold brought it back to a processable, amusing. Batman has a sense of humor realm,
right?
You know that I dug. And
Batman like the ultra dark, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Batman's on some other stuff these days.
Yeah. It wasn't so much
DC's on some other stuff.
It wasn't so much of Batman that was cracking the jokes. It was oddly enough Aquaman.
Yeah,
he was hilarious.
Yeah, I love Aquaman in this. That new Aquaman they've presented, he's different from the Aquaman in the comics. Aquaman in the comics now is like, they made him serious warrior. You know, for too long, Aquaman's been a joke, and I let them crack it. I have better things to do than defend myself. I have crimes to stop and world to save. And they're laughing at you, Aquaman. I don't give a F. You ain't crying behind some sand dune. I mean like coral reef.
Yeah.
But But no, in this series, Batman the Brave and the Bold, Aquaman is a very pompous, kingly type. He talks like this and this over inflection. Adam, my friend, ha-ha!
Ain't no King Ralph.
King Ralph, that's a go-to. No, he's good. He's good for comic relief too, and I really like this because they had Plastic Man in this story. This is okay. First of all, break it down.
Plastic Man.
I know, right?
All right, explain it soon.
Yeah, the Scooby Gang is just off on another mystery, which they always are. This is their thing, and they unmask the villain, and it turns out to be, it's that guy, but no, he's got a sidekick. It's this guy as well, and they pull off masks, and the whole thing is, as you would expect, a corny end to a Scooby-Doo episode.
So I guess I never really asked this. Do they go looking for mysteries, or do they just find themselves in them?
Well, that's the thing. Like, they changed that over the years. It started off as, they were just random kids traveling, crossing the country in a van for no reason.
Smoking doobies in the van.
Right. It's just one endless
It's implied, orgy. For sure.
No, they're on a cross-country orgy with the dog watching.
For sure.
At least I hope he's just watching. But no, it's like, and they would just stumble upon it. It's like, hey, there goes a spooky mansion. Let's squat in someone's property. And then there would have to be a mystery they'd solve,
Yeah.
Let's raid this person's greenhouse.
Yes.
Okay, they were up to some serious.
That looks weird. Let's go in that room. Yeah. Okay.
For real, right? It's like, here's an unlocked door. Let me just step right onto someone's
breaking every
residence.
Horror trope ever. Like, don't go in the room, they just enter. Yeah. But they actually came out on top of it.
The amount of times Freddy got naked and took a shower, man, I can't even count. But what it came down to is they're solving a mystery. They've solved the mystery, and now once they unmask the villain, holy crap, it's Martian Manhunter. What the hell's going on here? Well, it seems this was an initiation because of all their exploits and solving mysteries. Now, as Mysteries Inc., Batman has become aware of their exploits, and this was their initiation into the Gotham. I believe I have this right. The Gotham. The mystery. Mystery, damn it! They've got like a crime-solving association.
Right.
It's not just
they're incorporated now.
Yeah. They've got an organization with like membership cards and everything.
Wow.
The different members of the
Justice League. You're almost Justice League, but you're not.
Well,
they definitely sold out.
Kinda, yeah. That's the way. No, they didn't sell out. It was still like this was like the Justice League C team. Of like y'all solve mysteries,
more like
that's cute. We gonna fight Darkseid over here. Y'all go over here and find his purse snatcher. That type of thing.
There's actually like petty crimes going on we don't have time to get to.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what? That's one thing that bugs the hell out of me with Justice League and Justice League comics and stuff. Because yes, there is like purse snatches and stuff still happening. Yes. I'd like to wear a chain and not get it snatched.
It's like, what about the misdemeanors? Are still crimes. We don't just have to get the felonies.
For real.
Yeah.
Man, jaywalkers are a problem every day.
Every day.
Who is fighting for the little guy? But that's what these cats do. You've got it's the Phantom Stranger. It's not Phantom Stranger. It's the Question. It's Plastic Man. Martian Manhunter.
Black Canary.
Black Canary. Yes, thank you. And Batman. I'm actually impressed with the lineup they had here because these are like the Justice League members that are always overshadowed by Wonder Woman and.
You forgot Aquaman. I don't blame you.
Aquaman's like the original 5, so
he was one of those, and Aquaman is in this as partially as comic relief, and he's like the interloper. He's not an official member of the group, but these are Justice League cats that have invited the Scooby Gang to join.
Just so weird.
It was interesting, man. I like the way this played out, and I do have to say that's a hokey reason to have like an interaction between these cats. It's kind of like those. I wrote this when I was 12. Hey, someone offered me the chance to write a script for Netflix. Well.
They really pair Batman up with a bunch of weird people. Like they did the Ninja Turtles crossover too.
Yeah,
they did the Shadow, which is recently going on. It's like Batman and the Shadow. I'm not hating on them either. Yeah,
good fit though.
It does, and that's happening right now.
Did
right?
you read that? Did you like that?
Yeah, I got the first couple. I've read it. I dig
like it
for sure. I dug the Ninja Turtles one too. It just seems like they're just like, who can we pair Batman up with now?
Well,
just throwing out these random stuff, and it works actually, but it's just so.
Well, those are goofy as hell. I do like when like Batman meets Doc Savage because it's like old school man of mystery. But the Scooby Gang and Batman go way back. They would pair Scooby and Batman in the old '70s show. I think they had like 5 or 6 different times they met. Really? They were on a first name basis.
Really?
Batman's dapping up Scooby and shit when he just he opens the van. Hey, what's happening, man? Let's go get some Scooby snacks. And she would be some bat snacks. Robin just
Alfred to make us up something. Yeah,
Robin going joyriding with Velma.
I didn't know this, by the way.
Alfred rolling the personal doobie. Alfred,
I got my man to handle that.
You're sticky icky, sir. I'm getting a little off the point of this. What I'm getting at is these cats. The Scooby Gang joins the Gotham Mystery Association, we'll call them for now, and a bigger mystery pops up where it's like, okay, you guys are new, show us what's going on with like new mysteries for us to solve, and then a bigger mystery evolves from that. And that I thought was a clever bit of writing, because you get very accustomed to the Scooby Gang. It's for kids, and they're not going to solve any serious, life-threatening issues and stuff. And it actually turns into a bigger mystery than they were prepared for. Now, we're not talking. This isn't the Archie Gang versus the Predator,
right?
Which was
which is a thing
shit.
Too.
Yeah, but this is very much Archie comic style comedy, an Archie comic style play out of the story, in which if there's a corny line, they're going to say it.
Right. You got to hit every cornball setup. Right.
Yeah.
Very, very kid-friendly stuff. And with the plot, like, you're not going to get anything that's, like, overly complex. It's easy to follow along.
Yes, it was.
And they foreshadow a lot of the elements, early on, so that when you see it later on, when it finally gets to, like, the climax, you're like, oh, I can connect the dots.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy like that. It's meant for kids.
It is. And that's one thing I noticed, too. I'm glad you brought that up, because it's a well-written mystery, and not just like it's Scooby Gang, and we're off, and we're in a haunted greenhouse for no reason, and there's a World War II ghost about to dive bomb this house in the middle of Kentucky for no reason at all, and then we end and find out how did they make things fly, and how were they firing real bullets and stuff. Well, they coated this eggplant with phosphorus. I'm like, what the fuck? No, there was none of that. This was like actual it was like a Chekhov's gun situation. There's random lines that seem like throwaways at the beginning that mean nothing, that you find out were legit clues, and I was able to follow along. And they threw you curves. Things that I thought weren't clues. I'm like, you know what? Normally, if this was a good mystery, this would be a clue, but I'm going to ignore that because it's Scooby-Doo, and I know what they're doing. No.
So it's playing on your expectations a little bit of, like, downplaying it, and then it's, like, actually rising to the occasion.
I didn't expect that at all. And that actually that threw me for a loop, because I was like, Scooby-Doo, who's up? It's a cash grab for 10-year-olds. We got real mysteries to something. It's Netflix. Let's get the more Stranger Things. And they gave me a legit mystery, which they solved in a feasible manner, and feasible within the DC universe. There was still like Martians phasing through walls and stuff.
And they did it being part of a team that has superpowers or super money powers, and they don't have any powers other than like super hunger and I guess maybe super luck or something like that, because they did get lucky on some situations.
Well, they're always going to get lucky. It's the Scooby Gang.
It's part of the mystery machine and how they solve things. They kind of fumble their way through things, and then Velma will. Daphne will figure
that's the thing. This is I think the very first iteration that made Daphne a viable crime fighter. Like Daphne was picking up on clues. Daphne with the purple.
That's Velma.
No, the purple.
Velma's
the one. Velma kind of thick. She got the things going
on.
Oh,
okay. All right. All right.
Velma's been rocking the bob since 1962.
She looks like the girl from Saturday Night Fever.
She was like the one that's always implied to sleeping with you.
Daphne. Okay,
I bet you asked me to lay down. No, you would not do.
Yeah, they gave, as you said, they gave Daphne more character than
ever.
Well, she needed it.
Just proper.
She's never been.
She's always on the back
that she didn't ever get.
Right? Yeah. Taking a back seat to usually it's Fred and Scooby and Shaggy.
It's a man's world, baby.
It's usually Velma. It's like they goof around for the rest of the episode. Shaggy and Scooby eat some snacks, and Velma solves the mystery.
Yeah.
And in this one, Daphne actually was picking up on clues. She's like, "Oh, this is an anagram for blank," and Velma's like, "Yeah, that's how uncharacteristically intelligent of you, Daphne." I'm there at home watching like, that was
that Bruce Wayne rubbing off on her.
Just trying to think how bad those movies were.
Yeah. Man, okay, well, we're running a little long on this, and we've pretty much said nothing but good things. I actually didn't have a problem with this, man. The only thing that got me was the corny dialogue, which I realized because I'm not the target audience. I'm someone who's known both of these shows for years.
Which is important for you to recognize, too, because I think people forget that often when they're reviewing things. Be like, I am not the actual target of what this is going for. But you can still enjoy it because it threw you a few surprises.
Yeah, right? It's one of those situations where it's like I have to take a step back and realize this is, first of all, I thought this was good. Definitely thumbs up for me.
Yep, thumbs up for me as well.
Thumbs up from you? All right, D?
I didn't see too much of it.
The whole
I caught
4
the
minutes
core
you
of
watched of it?
No, I saw a good solid 30 minutes of it, and then I was just like, okay, yeah. I'm just not a huge fan of Batman Brave and the Bold. To me, Batman needs to be breaking bones and like really.
You know what?
You got one thumb, man. Where's it good pointing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down on that.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Oh,
well,
I'm just not a fan of the Bold, man.
It's okay. Here's what I was gonna say, because you might be the most poignant voice in this review, because I know why I like it. I know why you like. Well, you know why you like it.
Yeah, it's comical. It's I watched a lot of the Scooby-Doo cartoons back then, and it follows through. It's sort of like a nice merging, as you said, a merging of Batman for half the movie and Scooby-Doo for the other half.
Yeah, totally.
And it's for kids.
Definitely, and that's the thing. But
you
you have an age appropriate son.
Yeah.
That may or may not dig this, and he would be the more likely audience.
No, he saw like I'm gonna let him watch it. I'm pretty sure he won't like it because he's not a fan of Batman the Bold either.
Okay, so
it's not that. No, I did not indoctrinate the child. I didn't sit him in his
I guess you can watch it if you want to.
This prejudice.
I'm gonna watch something better over here.
I think the good quality of it is like, you know what, they expose Batman in a more comically light, which like you said, like, which is great, and then possibly cause some research into like probably the Adam West era of Batman. Batman wasn't always savage and dark, which I prefer him that way, but that's just what it is. I'm just not a huge fan of that.
All right,
and mind you, I tried watching Brave and the Bold. I gave it like a solid month.
Okay. No, stick to your review, man. You earned it.
And I just couldn't get past it.
No, it's okay. Get your hate on. It's all good. All right, he's gonna be like,
you gotta love this
guy. Son, you grounded. What? I can't play video games? No, I'm gonna make you watch this movie.
Just sit there and watch this bold crap. Man.
All right, well, Scooby-Doo and Batman the Brave and the Bold. I recommend it. I say check it out. I got a thumbs up. D?
Yeah, down on that.
So it's conflicting opinions. So check it out at your leisure. But, dude, Scooby-Doo, Batman, Brave and the Bold, it's out now on Netflix. Good thing. All right, so now, fellas.
Yep.
Let's talk about Godzilla. Yeah. Godzilla